All right, guys, we're going to be diving into the Jonte David case, which we recently raised up on the DV issue. So we're going to be calling it DV because of the YouTube censorship and all that. But this case was raised yesterday by Jonte Davis' second baby mama, claiming that he tried to. Okay, let's just go straight into the video so you can get a gist of what we are trying to discuss about today.
Yep.
Baby in the car attack me in front of the okay, ma'am. Address. I need to send you this to you. I need the address. Baby in the car attack me.
So I'm not sure if you've heard the longer video of that recording. The police officer kept on asking her, give me the address, give me the address, give me the address. And kept on saying, he's trying to kill me, he's trying to kill me. Well, he's trying to kill you. Give us the address. Let's come help you out. That was my first point of view on that issue. That was my first point of contention on that phone call.
Like my honest opinion is just seems fishy. That's the honest opinion. Seems fishy. Like if you're in genuine danger and someone's asking you for your location, like you'd know where your location is. Like regardless of how panicky that you are, you'd try and as much as possible try and get help to yourself, you know. But the fact that she was trying to, you know, shy away from the question seems dodgy. Like it doesn't seem genuine. That's just my first impression, but we never can say because we're not in that situation.
Yeah, there's always three sides of every story, you know, history, truth, and the truth. You know, so we could never decide who's right or who's in this situation. But okay, so now go on.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say as well though, history doesn't help Javonte Davis as well. You know, like he's been seen in the past, you know, hitting women and being aggressive towards women. So, you know, you just like when you do things like that, it doesn't put you in a light where people can defend you. That's just my opinion.
Agreed. Okay, so let's go into the comments that he made on Twitter following the altercation, following the accusation. I think this one was when he was basically over it and saying he doesn't want to be a boxer anymore. Blah blah bullshit. Like we all know, that's what brings the money in. He's not going to quit.
That's the
boxing.
That's the money.
So he ended up writing like a long essay about the situation that got posted on Hollywood Unlock Instagram page. And this is what he said. I don't know if you don't mind reading it. Hima can be asked to read
it. I don't mind. It's just I'm just gonna do like a little summary of what's on there. It says, do not let these people misguide you or all on this BS. I think he said. This was just yesterday, moments before me and my child mother had an argument. And he just goes on to say, I never put my hands on my child, mother, or daughter. It goes on to say that's the only reason I'm doing this now. You know, I'm guessing all he's trying to do in this comment is like he's trying to clear his name. You know, he's trying to clear his name. He's trying to say that, yeah, rightly so. You would do, because, you know, going back to that phone call with the police, she didn't actually say what he did wrong, you know. So even if the police do turn up, they can't arrest him because no one's pressed charges, you know. So yes, she's called 911, but if she's not able to say why she's called 911 and there's no physical evidence on her to say that, you know, he's hit her or anything, then why are they there? So you might as well just be wasting the police time. You know, I remember growing up as well in the UK, if you ever called the police and there was no actual reason why you were calling the police, you could potentially get arrested for wasting the police time. If you want to look at it like that, you know, in a way. So I'm not saying she wasn't physically abused or she was physically abused. All I'm saying is you need to give them content to work with. You need to give the police content and if you're not able to do that, then why are they there? So rightly so, he's trying to clear his name. He's saying all this stuff. And I'm sick of this whole, you know, social media stars or even celebrities not having a PA, you know, or PA/or security team to defend them. So like this kind of statements that he's got on there, loads of spelling errors. Like you can't even spell, you know.
No one gives a fuck about spelling.
You know, I don't blame him. He's a boxer. That's not his job. So employ someone that would do that job for you better. So
no one cares about the spelling errors. You know, to be fair, I think he just ended up in a very bad situation with a very bad woman, and I think in this type of situations, it's your choices. You know, he's a multi-millionaire boxer, well-known boxer, and he chose her. You know, he chose to date someone that is very aggressive, it seems, that can choose to lie and try to extort him for money. And he chose to date that person and decide to make her the mother of his child.
Mm.
So he is also to like blame with whatever scenario. Let's just say he is saying the truth about this statement here. That okay, yeah, she is trying to extort him for money. They're doing this. They never touched her. She's the aggressive one. She's the one that puts trying to put his child against him. Blah blah blah. Yes, but you chose to lay with this woman when you have a plethora of options. As a very high value man. You know, this is a very well known boxer at the top level in his prime as well. So if you choose this kind of ratchet women to date and they end up acting ratchet, you know, if it quacks like a duck, sounds like a duck, walk like a duck, then
it's most likely a duck.
Exactly.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying there. Is he put himself in that situation. You know, he didn't have to be in that situation. You know, don't get me wrong, talented boxer. You know, never lost a fight. You know, he's always, you know, very, very talented. You know, Floyd Mayweather brought him, basically helped him in the game a lot. But all he needs to do is just shine a good light outside the boxing ring, which he doesn't seem to be doing at the moment. But you can't really go by, because everyone's just very quick to jump on the woman's you know, defense. You know, you have to hear two sides of the story, I think, anyway, because his side of the story that he's claiming, you know, he never laid hands on her. I think he should be heard to as well, in my opinion. It's not just, oh, she said this, that's all we're gonna go with. As long as there's no physical evidence on her, yeah. That's it. That's my opinion.
So right now, yeah, I think that there's this kind of rise of like a male and female like tension, where everyone feels like, okay, if a man does something, all the men are gonna be like on his side, but then regardless of the situation, all the women are gonna be on the side of the woman. Yeah. This really started from the Tory Lanez and Megan's shooting issue, where Tory
Megan Thee Stallion,
Megan Thee Stallion,
Megan Thee Stallion, yeah, sorry.
Nah, man, this bitch is Megan bad, man, because everything she's doing now is fucked up for the culture, you know. But you see, I feel like there's this divide now that all the women say, "Oh yeah, he did it." The other men is like, "Hold on a second, did he really do it?" So I think because there's this kind of dilemma and confusion, even with this case now, we're seeing that Javante Davis has come out and said, "Oh wait, I didn't do it." Then all the men are like jumping on their house and say, "Yo, he didn't do it, man."
Yeah.
All the women say, "Oh yeah, men lie." So I think with what's happening now within like the hip hop community and the Black community, I think we're starting to see this huge divide now between men and women and our opinions, to be honest.
I think it's not just the Black community as well. I think it's across all communities, you know, white, Asian, just the Western culture, I think, because there's been in the past, there's been so many women that have lied. You know, I've watched a lot of documentaries as well, you know, that, you know, people are actually in jail for things that they didn't do, you know, crimes that they didn't commit, you know, and they're spending time in prison for it. And, you know, later on down the line, they've been proven not guilty, but these guys have already spent 12 years. And nothing happens, nothing actually happens to the woman that actually says the guy was lying, you know, in the first place. So I think the laws and the system needs to be looked at, you know, in the UK and in America as well, especially in America, you know, because there's a lot of, you know, African Americans, you know, spending time in prison that's for crimes that they didn't commit, you know, due to allegations.
So what pisses me off as well is that in this kind of situation, where the woman is found to be lying, because of how ratchet and uneducated they are, they don't see that this doesn't benefit them at all in the long run. Because they like end up having kids that's
not all women, by the way, just the specific ones that you're talking about. Not all women.
I said when the woman is caught lying, you know, when she's been found guilty of manipulating the whole situation. In these cases, they don't see the negative side of things because
they don't,
because it doesn't help anybody. Okay, you could get like 50K in like settlements and the money. Okay, fair play. You know what I mean? You like got paid, but at the end of the day, long term, it doesn't benefit anyone in the situation, especially the kids. You know. So I think at this point, because of how new the situation is, we're just going to be very unbiased in our point of view.
Yeah.
So right now it's the he say, she say. So we're going to wait for further details, and we may or we may not be revisiting this story.
This story, yeah, it's I mean, we need more evidence. Like I'm sure the police are doing an investigation, and over the next couple of days or weeks, we'll know more about the story. But for now, I think it's just like you said, he said, she said. So it's one of those things that we can't really, you know, perfectly speculate on on the situation. So yeah,
yo. And I guarantee you, this divide is going to get wider and wider and wider.
Yeah.
The men, you know, especially with this red pill, blue pill, like movements and like Andrew Tate and coming to the game, and you know, and all this stuff here. The divide between opinions of men and women is going to be highly biased these days, depending on the gender. So just watch this space. It's gonna really change within next year. It's really gonna expand within.
Well, the manosphere, and
like the difference in opinions, you know, like the difference in opinion between men and women. You know, men always go for women's side.
My take on that is that this feeling or this what's it called, like this way of life has always existed in men. It's just that, you know, we've been suppressed in terms of saying it. So we've not been saying it because of the backlash that we're gonna get, you know, of what we really think. It's almost like, you know, that saying that ladies first, you know. So all those things is sort of like being embedded in a man's head to sort of, you know, put the woman
sure.
first. Your feeling as a man doesn't really matter. But now,
Exactly.
you know, men have stood up and said, well, we've had enough. Like our feeling matters as well. You know, our opinion counts. You have to see our point of view. You know, so
yeah. So guys, yeah,
rightly so.
100%. Yeah, that is just our brief point of view on this rising issue for Tank Davies and his DV case. We're gonna watch this space, but we may be coming back to this topic in future. There's our point of view, and we really love to hear your point of view as well.
Yeah,
like,
comment,
subscribe.
That's
Comments, especially because we really want to know what you guys think about this situation.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Yeah, peace.